Do you need deliverance from unbelief? Unbelief is the thing that is hindering you from your breakthrough, and is the thought that the enemy gets into your head, probably that started when you were a little kid, like, oh, God's not going to do that for you. Oh, you don't deserve it. Oh, you're not good enough. Whatever the lie is you're believing, it's coming in because of unbelief. So I want to read you this amazing verse. Okay, it's from Romans 4, verse 20. And it says, this is my, the scriptures translation, which has the original names of God in it, which I really like. And well, let's just go. And not having grown weak in belief, he did not consider his own body already dead, about being 100 years old. This is talking about Abraham. And the deadness of Sarah's womb. He did not hesitate about the promise of Elohim through unbelief, but was strengthened in belief, giving esteem to Elohim, and being completely persuaded that what he had promised, he was also able to do. So what has God promised you? Because it says in this word, and this word does not lie, because God is not a man and he does not lie. What has God promised you that he wants to do? And let me just, I know I always just jump right in because that's the way I am. I don't like waiting for, I don't like fluff. I like going right on in. But I'm going to just put a few people here. Okay, so Abraham was given a promise that you're going to have. Well, the thing that's really cool about Abraham too is that his name was Abram, and God changed it to Abraham, which means father of many nations. But he did not have Isaac for years and years and years and years later. So for a really long time, he was being called by a name that hadn't even come to pass, but he did not let that shake his faith. So it says right here, and not having grown weak in belief, he didn't, even though it hadn't happened. I think it was like for 20 years. It could have been longer. I haven't gone back and looked at that. He did not grow weak in belief. And he did not consider his own body already dead. So he wasn't looking at his circumstances going, there's no way that I can have a baby because I'm 100 years old and Sarah's womb is dried up. Absolutely not. He did not waver in his faith. He was strong in his belief. He did not hesitate. This is Romans 4, verse 20. He did not hesitate about the promise of Elohim through unbelief. That means doubt did not get in. Unbelief did not give in. He did not give the enemy a foothold to allow, hey Peg, to allow unbelief to enter into his heart. And it says, but he was strengthened in belief, giving esteem to Elohim, and being completely persuaded, nothing could shake him, even though he hadn't had Isaac yet, and he was 100 years old. Nothing, he was completely persuaded that what he had been promised, he was able to do. So his name means Abraham, it means father of many nations. His body is like past it, it's passed beyond the years, but he did not let that shake his faith. And then if you go to James, it says, oh, sorry, I'm on my keyboard. It says, blah, 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 where is it? This is James verse 1, verse 6. But he should ask in belief, not doubting. For he who doubts is like the wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. For that man should not think that he shall receive whatever from the master. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. So it is absolutely key, if you want to see breakthrough in your life, that you do not waver, that you do not become like a double-minded man who at one point believes and the next part doesn't believe. And I'm telling you that when we are contending for something and it's taking years and years and years and years to see the breakthrough, it is very easy for the enemy to come in and just be like, oh, God's not going to do that for you. But the enemy is a liar. He wants to steal, kill, and destroy. He's seeking to rob you of your inheritance. He's seeking to rob you of your identity. For he knows that when believers walk in their true identity, that his kingdom is doomed. Because as a believer, when you are expanding the kingdom of God, when you are every place where you place your feet, the kingdom of God advances. And when you are doing that, that means that the enemy's kingdom retreats. So that's why he has to go after us in our thoughts, and he attacks through unbelief and through doubt. So if you are believing for something, read these words, go read them in the Blue Letter Bible, then drill down, you click on interlinear and drill down into the Greek, and let this, and just meditate, just marinate in these two verses right here in Romans 4 verse 20. I'm going to read it one more time. Actually, it's 3 verses. Verse 19, this is talking about Abraham. And not having grown weak in belief, he did not consider his own body already dead, being about 100 years old, and the deadness of Sarah's womb. He did not hesitate about the promise of Elohim through unbelief, but was strengthened in belief, giving esteem to Elohim, and being completely persuaded that what he had promised, he was able to do. What God has promised you, he is able to do. Don't let any unbelief slip in.